Doc, Ray Allen, I know you've come out and said you'd like to kind of work through that rift between Ray and some of the other guys in the Celtics.
Yeah.
Have you been able to do that? And I wonder in this time right now, if coming out of this, if guys will have a different perspective maybe on life, and it could be the right time to get Ray back in the right place with Rondo and some of those guys, especially before KG's Hall of Fame induction.
Well, Jeff, it's interesting. I don't, what was Martin Luther King? The time is now. Like, there is no, I think the last conversation I had with my guys, I said, guys, there is no right time. The time is now. Like, just do it, and it'll be all fine. It'll be great. The reason that Celtic team was good was because they were stubborn and mentally strong, and they had a togetherness, right? And the reason this has been so hard is the same reason. But I do this one I take on myself. Like, I really I failed with the Paul jersey retirement. I really thought that Ray should have come to that, and I tried to get him to, and he wanted to, like he was going to, and then he just didn't, so we got to get this one done. I think it'd be magical next year when they retire Kevin's jersey. I think it would be absolutely magical to get him to come out. I think he would be shocked, the ovation that he got. Listen, he left, and I was mad at him too for leaving to our arch enemy. I still don't know from a player. Maybe I should ask: were they mad that he went to Miami, or were they mad that he joined LeBron? Because I never thought about that part of it. But probably all the above.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the one thing I know about Celtic fans and our players, Ray Allen, they all know we don't have a ring without Ray Allen, and so the other part you just got to forget and move on.
It's funny, all the things about Ray, just things flashing across my mind. He will always go down as one of the consummate three-point shooters. But the one shot in a Celtic uniform that I will never forget was that left-hand driving layup to cap off the 24-point comeback.
Absolutely. Yeah. It was. I thought it was the biggest shot of that game. There are a lot of big shots, but that shot, I don't know if it's the biggest shot. It was a shot that sealed the game. I remember it, left side of the basket, drives left, lays it in, and you could see that was a big moment. Ray made some big shots for us, man. And his movement was an offense in itself. Like, his movement, even when he didn't get the shot, created offense for us. And so those guys are so valuable.
What do you miss most about Boston? And I know you like the weather out there. You should, because it's shitty out here. And you can go for walks right now. You don't have to worry, all that. What do you miss most about Boston?
The intensity. I miss some of my favorite restaurants and all that. I have some great friends. But the intensity that the fans, even Danny everybody has this drive towards winning, and it's not just the Celtics, it's the Red Sox, it's the Patriots, it's the Bruins, as I tell people, they don't mess around. The fans don't mess around in Boston, Mike. They want an honest effort every night, and they really appreciate winning. I don't know, because the only place I've won is in Boston. I can't imagine, to this day, you'll be walking somewhere, Jeff, and a fan will come up and just say thank you, and you'll look at him for what? And he says, I'm from Boston. And it's rare that you fans, they just appreciate winning, and I think they actually they understand how hard it is to win. You don't win often, and unless you're a kid in Boston, about 12 years old right now, they're the most spoiled kids in the world. They've they don't realize before that what was going on.
Yes.
And that's actually normal cities. You know, that's usually the way it is. But winning's hard, man. And so for that fan base that had the thirst, the older people appreciate it because the gap, you know, from winning the last one to winning the one we won. And I think the younger people appreciate it because it was a great ride for them. So that's what I appreciate, is that there's a lot of great fan bases. You know, Chicago fans travel well, Laker fans travel. And you know, right now we're trying to grow that, but you got to win to really grow it, you know. But the Celtic fans, there's no fan base that is better and that studies it more.